Evan twisted the calibration dial on the translator rig, sparks flickering from the jury-rigged port. Almost there, he muttered. The lab hummed with mixed crews. Human techs hunched over consoles, Vayari officers in sleek silver tunics monitoring readouts. Sarah Vay stood closest, her iridescent scales shimmering under the lights as she leaned over his shoulder. Her four-fingered hand hovered near the mic array. The translator glitched again. A test phrase warbled out. "Will you bond with me eternally?" Evan chuckled, wiping sweat from his brow. "Hey, if this thing proposes first, I'm saying yes just to shut it up." Laughter rippled from the human side. Vayari ears twitched, some amused, others puzzled. Sarah's violet eyes locked on his. She leaned closer, breath warm against the mic pickup. Her whisper carried crystal clear through the speakers. "Then, say yes." Evan blinked. The lab fell silent. His finger hovered over the confirm button. Brain lagged half a second behind mouth. "Yes." The translator chimed approval. Green lights flashed across every console. Sarah moved like liquid, her hand shot out, palm pressing a glowing tag to his wrist. It burned cool, sealing with a soft hiss. Bonding mark. Permanent. Vayari custom. Etched in bioluminescent ink that pulsed in sync with her scales. Gasps erupted. Human techs froze. Vayari officers straightened, hands drifting toward comms. Evan stared at the mark. It glowed faintly blue. His color now matched to hers. "Sarah, what?" "Claimed," she said, voice steady. Her fingers lingered on his skin. "You said yes. On record." The lab door hissed open. Director Malin Rowe stormed in, armored tunic gleaming. His crest flared red. Anger signal. "They. Stand down. This human is not vetted." Sarah stepped between them, body shielding Evans. "He is mine now, Director." The vow records. Evans' heart hammered. Practical fix. De-escalate. He raised his marked wrist. "Director, this was a calibration glitch. I can reverse the tag." "No." Sarah's tail flicked, brushing his leg. Protective. Vayari bonds do not reverse. Mylene scanned the room. Cameras had caught everything. Containment risk. Humans breed chaos. Escort Hale to holding. 2 Vayari guards advanced. Evan backed up, bumping the console. Tools clattered. His mind raced. Diplomatic protocols forbade interspecies bonds. One wrong move, and the station treaty crumbled. Consul Priya Desai burst through the side door, tablet in hand. Her sari rustled as she jabbed a finger at Malin. "Stand down, Director." Evans under human diplomatic immunity. Malin's crest stayed red. "Your immunity does not cover cultural sabotage." Priya shot Evan a glare. "Keep quiet. This is a misunderstanding." Translator error. "We'll scrub the record." Sarah's hand tightened on Evan's arm. "No scrub. The vow stands." Evan felt the mark pulse. Warmth spread up his arm, sinking heartbeats. Vayari biology, pheromone link. He could smell her now, like fresh rain on metal. Extraordinary. Humans didn't have that. Everyone, breathe. Evan kept his voice soft even. He pulled a multi-tool from his belt, flipping it open. "Sarah, your translator matrix, it's got a feedback loop from our human phonemes. That's why it spat out bond instead of test." He patched into the rig, fingers flying. Lines of code scrolled. The crew watched, transfixed. Vayari techs leaned in. Humans fixed things fast, without rituals. "See?" He highlighted the glitch. Fixed. But the vow. He met Sarah's eyes. Trust her. That wasn't the machine. Malin crossed his arms. "Irrelevant. Bonds between species invite instability. Your kind scatters seeds without commitment." Priya stepped forward. "And your kind enforces isolation. Evan, tell them it was a joke." Evan hesitated. Sira's warmth pressed against him. She'd chosen him. Taboo or not, humans joked. Vayari vowed. Cultural chasm, not a joke anymore. He touched the mark. "If this means what I think, Sarah, I'm in. But we do it right. No crisis." Sarah's scales flushed deeper violet. "Pride, you honor me." Alarms blared softly. Station-wide alert. Malin tapped his comm. "High Council notified. Hale, you will submit to debrief." Priya pulled Evan aside, voice low. "Idiot. You just lit a fuse. Keep your mouth shut and debrief, or we're all expelled." Evan nodded, but his eyes stayed on Sarah. She faced Malin, chin high. I observed humans, Director. Evan solves without force. He trusts. That is why I chose. Malin paused. Observation does not justify taboo. It justifies trust. Sarah extended her wrist, showing her matching mark, faint, waiting for his confirmation touch. Evan reached out, human custom, shake on it. But he pressed palm to palm instead. The marks flared bright. Lab crew murmured, first cross-species sync on record. Priya groaned. Great. Now it's viral. Guards escorted them out. Evan walked beside Sarah, her tail curling near his boot, protective loop. He whispered, Your customs. How bad is this taboo? Severe. Her voice dropped. Bonds must be same clan, pure blood. But humans, you adapt. You joked into truth. He grinned faintly. We call it improv. Corridors blurred, sterile white. Vayari script glowing on walls. Maylene led to security wing. Priya argued at every junction, buying time. Debrief chamber, stark. Hollow screens replaying the lab moment. High Council feeds flickered live. Malin activated restraints. Hail, state, intent. Evan sat straight. No panic. Intent? Help Sarah. Fix translators. Build bridges. Council voice boomed. Translated flawless now. Human. Your vow disrupts alliance. Retract. Sarah knelt beside him. Unrestrained. Defiant. Vayari law binds spoken yes. Priya interjected.
Council, humans lack your permanence.
It's cultural exchange, not threat. Evan spotted the flaw. Human edge. Empathy. Council, test us. Sira observes us. Let me observe Vayari ways. Prove the bond strengthens, not weakens. Silence stretched. Marks pulsed in unison, his heart steadying hers. Mylan checked his pad. Bond vitals stable, no rejection. Council murmured, provisional. 48 cycles, prove viability, or sever. Relief washed Evan. Priya exhaled sharply, but Malin leaned close. Fail, human, and I sever myself. Sarah pulled Evan up as guards released him. Her hand stayed on his. We proved together. They exited into the hub. Crews stared. Whispers spread. Priya caught up. Evan, you're sleeping in quarters. No contact till I clear it. Sarah bristled. He sleeps with bond partner. Priya pinched her nose, not helping. Evan squeezed Sarah's hand. Quarters for now. We plan. To Priya. Cover the politics. I'll handle tech and her customs. Priya nodded grudgingly. Fine, but one scandal and your headline bait. Alone in the corridor, Sarah traced his mark. Human normal, joke to vow. Extraordinary, Evan smiled. You're normal. Instant trust. That's the real magic. Her scales warmed against him, but footsteps echoed. Maylene's shadow patrol. Watchful. Evan glanced back. The mark itched faintly. Growing link. What else synced? Station lights dimmed for cycle end. Sarah led him to her quarters, defying orders. Door sealed. Inside, soft glow pods, scent of rain metal thick. She activated a holomap. Customs Lesson 1. Bonds share vulnerabilities. Evan sat cross-legged. Show me. She extended her tail, tip glowing. Link point. Touch. He did. Vision sharpened. Her pulse overlaid his. Vayari skill. Shared senses. Human twist. Evan's fingers brushed Sarah's tail tip. A jolt raced up his arm. Her heartbeat thrummed in his chest. Double time to his own. Colors sharpened. The room's glow pods pulsed like living veins. He blinked. Whoa, that's synced. Sarah's scales flushed deeper blue. Vayari bond. Share senses. Yours echoes back, stronger. Human twist. Amplifies. He pulled away slow. The link lingered, her calm bleeding into his nerves. Amplifies how? Feel my steady. She tilted her head. You send resolve. Like alloy. Door chimed. Hard override. Panels hissed open. 4 security drones hummed forward. Stunners primed. Malin Rowe strode behind, crest rigid. Bond claim unverified. Human cultural compliance. Now. Evan stood. Sarah coiled between them. He stays. Clause 47. Precursor edict. Bond mark active. Malin's eyes narrowed on Evan's wrist. The fresh scale pattern tattoo glowed faint. Edict obsolete. Dead language. Move, or we move you. Sarah's tail lashed. Invoke now. Witnesses. She tapped her comm. Hollow feed activated, broadcasting station-wide. Evan raised hands. Wait. Exact text? He kept voice even, mind racing through protocols. Shared link buzzed. Sarah's defiance spiked his pulse. Malin signaled drones. They clamped Evan's arms. Cold grips. No pain. Interrogation first. Compliance chamber. Sarah blocked the door. Precursor edict. Verse 7. Mark seals packed. Severance voids lineage. Translate fall. Your version censors. Crew in hall gawked. Whispers rippled. Bond taboo. Human? Priya pushed through. Stand down, Evan. What fresh hell? Mark happened, Evan said. Link hummed. Sarah's warmth steadied him. Legal snag. Sarah invoked old clause. Malin snorted. Trap law. Humans whisper vows. Vayari etched them. Your joke. Locked station protocols. She waved. Drones tugged Evan forward. Sarah matched step, hand on his. We walked together. Compliance chamber loomed. Sterile white. Holodesk humming. Drones released Evan inside. Sarah followed before seals clamped. Maelin entered last. Priya barred outside. Diplomacy waits. Malin snapped at the door. Evan scanned room. Central pedestal projected edict text. Glyphs swirled in ancient Vayari script. Pull primary source. No summaries. Mylene activated. Full scroll unrolled. Lines dense. Dead tongue. Modern parse. Bonds require mutual lineage scan. Human ineligible. Sarah leaned in. Line 12. Extraordinary match supersedes. Your audit skips. Evan traced glyphs with finger link, sharpened his sight. Sarah's fluency overlaying his engineer's eye. Here, extraordinary defined as sync beyond kin. Our link qualifies. Tested. He tapped tail glow residue on his skin. Pulse sync proves. Malin stiffened. Unverified. Containment order. 2-4. Hour separation. Observation. Sarah's hand tightened. Violation severs you, row. Station security trumps. Malin nodded. Drones gripped Sarah. Pulled her back. Evan twisted free. Hold. Audit. Line 23. He pointed. Interruption pending trial voids claimant's oath. Your move voids yours. Hollow beeped. Claws highlighted red. Malin's crest drooped. Precursor trick. Fine. Trial tomorrow. Separate now. Drones hauled Sarah out. She strained, eyes locked on Evan. Trust link. Endures. Door sealed. Evan alone. Link tugged. Distant ache. Her worry faint. Priya burst in via override. Evan? You audited alien legalese?
In real time?
Engineering habit. He rubbed wrist. Mark itched. Sarah's pulse fading. Line by line. Saved the moment. She paced. Politics exploding. Crew vids viral. Human vows lock alien heart. Consuls yelling. Evan sat at pedestal. Pull full edict. Prep trial. Sarah's customs. Trust first. Priya eyed him. You're calm. That mark? Shared senses. He flexed fingers. Echo of her resolve lingered. Human normal. Adapt fast. They're extraordinary. Outside. Station hummed tense. Drones escorted Evan to isolation cell. Spartan bunk. No windows. He paced. Link whispered. Sarah's quarters. Her tail coiling anxious. He focused. Sent calm back. Pulse steadied hers. Calm crackled. Priya, Malin's patrolling your door. No contact. Sleep it off. Evan lay back. Mark warmed. Visions flickered. Sarah's view. Hollow map plotting customs proofs. She traced his face in air. Human vow. Casual steel. He smiled in dark. Your trust. Real magic. Cycle ticked. Sleep came fitful. Dreams synced. Her warmth chasing lockdown chill. Dawn glow pierced cell. Drones opened. Mylene waited. Arms crossed. Trial. Prove intent. Or expel. Evan rose. Lead on. They marched through hub. Crews parted. Stairs heavy. Whispers. Bond breaker. Or maker. Compliance chamber packed. Vayari elders on hollow. Priya beside Sarah. Her eyes met his. Link surged, shared relief. Malin took podium. Human Evan Hale. State vow context. Evan stepped forward. Joke among humans. Bond for life. Sarah took literal. Mark sealed it. Sarah nodded. Veari etch truths. Your casual became oath. Elder hollow flickered. Precursor test. Share trial. Sarah extended tail. Evan touched. Arena bloomed in mind. Shared vision. Her memory. His whispered words in Engineering Bay. You're my bond. Forever. Laughter then. Human casual. Link amplified. Evan's intent poured through. Protect. Build. Trust. No fear. Elders murmured. Malin watched. Crest softening. Priya leaned to Evan.
They're buying it. Human humility wins.
Trial peaked. Elder. Sync extraordinary. Bond. Ratified. Malin exhaled. Containment lifted. Sarah pulled Evan close. Scales warm. Together prove. But Malin held up hand. One clause remains. Dead language trap. Vow echoes station-wide. All witness. Or void. Hub alarms blared. Station-wide holo activated. Their mark projected everywhere. Crews gasped. Priya paled. Interstellar headlines. Evan squeezed Sarah's hand. Link thrummed. Her joy. His resolve. We own it. Malin stared. Human normal. Turned trap to bridge. Extraordinary. Sarah smiled. Our normal now. Station lights brightened. Whispers turned cheers. But Priya's comm buzzed. Console incoming. Evan. Crisis upgrade. He glanced at Sarah. Mark glowed steady. What synced next? Drones reformed ranks. Not blocking. Escorting them forward. Hub crowds parted. A young Veari tech approached. Tail tip glowing mimic. Share lesson? Human vow? Sarah nodded. Evan grinned. Start with trust. Priya caught up. Diplomacy's yours now. Don't botch. Evan nodded. Link pulsed. Sarah's warmth spread. Human joke. Alien vow. Bridge built, but deep in Link. Faint warning. Malin's shadow lingered. Unconvinced fully. Next test? They entered open quarters. Joint now. Sarah activated shared hollow. Customs 2 lineage weave. Evan touched tail again. Visions layered. Her ancestors. His family hollow picks auto-pulled from suit. Sync wove. Priya outside. Politics covered. For now. Station settled. But Evan's wrist itched sharper. Link deepened. What human twist brewed? Sarah traced it. Extraordinary grows. He kissed her scales. Prove together. Footsteps. Priya again. Briefing. Consul demands audit. Evan stood. Adventure called. Word count 1328. Priya shoved the door panel. It hissed open. Evan. Sarah. Move. Consul's hololink is live in 5. Full audit. Evan gripped Sarah's hand. Link pulsed. Her calm steadied his pulse. He nodded. Lead on. Sarah's tail curled around his wrist. Glow synced with his mark. Truth holds. They strode into the corridor. Drones hummed escort. Station crew bowed heads. Tails flickering mimic glows. Whispers followed. Bond, weave real. Priya marched ahead. Consuls furious. Human protocols breached. Interspecies mark? Galactic feeds lit up. Keep it tight. No jokes. Evan squeezed Sarah's scales. No jokes. Facts. A briefing chamber loomed. Hollow pedestal glowed blue. Director Malin stood rigid by the console, arms crossed. His gaze locked on Evan. Assessing, not hostile. Seats, Malin barked. Tail tip flat, neutral. Sarah guided Evan to the paired bench. Their marks aligned under lights. Link deepened. Her warmth flooded his veins. Priya tapped comm. Link active. Consul de Psi, incoming. Hollow flickered. A stern human face materialized. Consul Raj Desai. Priya's superior, gray suit. Sharper eyes. Report. Hail. Explain the spectacle. Bayari, mark on a liaison. Diplomatic disaster. Evan leaned forward. Direct gaze. Human normal. Malin's tail twitched. Sir, started as protocol. Garden meet, supervised. Sarah observed human consent cues. Consul Desai's brow furrowed. Replay it. Full log. Malin activated holofeed. Garden sim bloomed in air. Lush ferns. Vayari glow vines. Evan appeared. Toolkit slung. Approaching Sarah at the central bench. Past Evan smiled. Hey, Sarah. Cultural officer, right? Mind if I join? Human consent? Yes means yes. No means no. Maybe means ask again. Sarah's past self tilted head. Scales shimmered surprise.
Human directness. Noted.
Sit. Feed fast-forwarded. Sarah demonstrated bond signals. Tail curl first. Trust loop. Mirror precise. Instinct airs. Evan practiced. Slow loop around her wrist. Glow sparked. Link test flicker. Second signal. Scale touch forehead. Lineage intent. He traced deliberate, no rush. Third. Gaze hold, with tail mimic. Vow depth. Past Evan held gaze. Steady, not dominant. Got it. Practice makes permanent. Sarah mirrored back. Glows synced. Console grunted. Routine? Priya shook head. Escalated. Watcher flagged. Feed shifted. Security drone zoomed. Evan's direct gaze logged as threat. Violation pinged Malin. Malin paused feed. Human anomaly. Predatory stare. Containment risk. Sarah spoke. Misread. Human eyes convey resolve, not dominance. He paced signals. Earned sync. Evan nodded. Protected her customs. No push. Link thrummed. Sarah's pride swelled. Console leaned in hollow. Prove now. Live test. Malin. Administer. Malin stepped forward. Tail uncoiled challenge. Bond signals. A full mirror. Fail. Sever. Sarah rose. Agreed. Protect us both. Evan stood beside her. Heart steady. Humans adapted fast. First signal. Sarah curled tail to his wrist. Glow pulsed. Evan mirrored. Precise loop. Thumb pressure light. Glow matched. Crew murmured. Sync instant. Second. Sarah touched forehead scales. Visions flickered. Her ancestors' weaves. Evan traced same path. His family hollow auto pulled. Earth picks, hail lineage. Weave layered seamless. Malin's eyes widened. Human data integrates. Extraordinary. Third. Gaze hold. Sarah locked eyes. Tail tip mimic glow. Evan held. Resolve poured through link. No flinch. Tail tip glowed mimic perfect. Station alarms silent. Drone stilled. Console exhaled. Viable. But rules bind. Hail. Restricted quarters. Vey. Observation doubled. No headlines. Priya exhaled. Copy. Hollow winked out. Malin faced them. Intent proven. Action, not words. Tail dipped respect. But shadow lingers. External probes inbound. Vayari elders query mark. Sarah's grip tightened. We face. Evan nodded. Together. They exited briefing. Corridors buzzed softer now. Young techs clustered. Tails glowing queries. One approached. Lesson share? Garden protocol? Sarah smiled. Trust first. Evan added. Consent always. Link hummed approval. Quarters sealed behind. Sarah activated privacy field. Lineage weave deepens. Evan pulled family hollow cube. Show yours. Visions bloomed. Vayari spires. Scale ancestors in ritual dances. His parents' farm. Sibling laughs. Weave tightened. Joy surged. Priya Kamed. Clear for now. Rest. Tomorrow. Elder hollow. Evan traced Sarah's tail. Ready. She kissed his mark. Escalons warmed. Human pace builds eternal. Night cycle dimmed. Link wove dreams shared. Dawn alarms chirped. Evan stirred. Sarah's tail draped possessive. Calm buzzed urgent. Priya. Crisis. Elder fleet docks. Demand severance. Evan bolted up. Sarah's eyes snapped open. Resolve. Mirrored. Malin at door. Test 2. Public vow. Fail. Bond breaks. Sarah stood. We own it. Evan grinned. Human joke to alien vow. Bridge held. Drones escorted to dock hub. Crowd swelled. Vayari elders in gold scales. Tails rigid taboo. Led elder, Vera Keth, stared Mark. Taboo defies. Sever. Sarah stepped forward. Tail signal 1. Trust to all. Evan mirrored. Glow chain reaction through crowd. Gasps rippled. Tails mimicked hesitant. Vera tilted. Human sinks pure? Malin nodded. Proven action. Priya flanked. Diplomacy aligns. Evan spoke. Consent given. Trust earned. Protect each other. Link blazed. Sarah's warmth amplified. Vera's tail softened. Weave inspect. Shared hollow activated. Lineage full. Human grit meshed Vyari harmony. Elders murmured. Extraordinary blend. Cheers erupted. Drones reformed. Honor guard. But Vera pulled Sarah aside. Whisper. Human twist bruise deeper. Shadow and weave. Old rival. Sarah's link flickered warning. Evan caught it. Hand squeeze. Face together. Dock lights brightened. Fleet signals green. Priya grinned. Headlines ours now. Yet Link itched. Rival shadow loomed. What vowed next? Quarters later, Sarah traced Evan's wrist. Custom 3, trial sync. Evan nodded. Teach. She demonstrated dual tail weave. Pulses timed breath. He mirrored slow. Visions hit. Future echoes. Children's scales with human eyes. Link surged. Possibility glowed. Door chimed. Mylene. Rival confirmed. Probes human intent. Prove protective. Evan stood. How? Live fire sim. Garden reenact. Threat drone. Sarah gripped. Our date. They marched back. Garden sim active. Drones patrolled aggressive. First date redux. Evan offered hand. Consent. Sarah took. Yes. Threat drone lunged. Sim blaster charge. Evan shoved Sarah safe. Toolkit snapped. Jam signal precise. Drone stalled. Glow died. Sarah stared. Human reflex saves. Malin logged. Protective proven. Rival silenced. But Link whispered deeper. Sarah's warmth spiked. Bond eternal. Evan kissed scales. Prove daily. Station hummed alliance. Yet rival's shadow? Elder calm flickered incoming. Priya burst in. Twist. Human fleet echoes vow. Alliance accelerates. Evan laughed. Sarah joined. Scales vibrated joy. Bridge widened. Adventure roared. Deep link. Warning pulsed faint. True test brewed. Revel not done. What fired next? Solvent arced through the air. It hit Sarah's neck frill with a sizzle. Evan lunged. He yanked Sarah behind the nearest bulkhead. Her scales scraped his arm as she stumbled. Seal it, Sarah hissed. Her tail coiled tight around his leg. Evan slapped the emergency latch. The corridor bulkhead slammed down. Metal groaned. Protester screams muffled behind it. Toolkit, Evan said. He snapped it open one-handed. Coolant gel tube gleamed inside. Sarah clutched her neck. Frill bubbled where solvent ate through. Poison for bonds. Kills links. Evan squeezed gel onto the burn. It foamed white, neutralizing the acid. Sarah's frill stopped sizzling. Relief washed her face. Eyes dilated. Breath steadied. Clear, Evan said. He wiped residue with his sleeve. Hold still. Footsteps thundered. Station security burst through side vents. Director Malin led them. Blaster drawn. Perimeter secure, Malin barked. Her gaze locked on Sarah. Vey? Status? Sarah straightened. Her hand gripped Evan's wrist. Link pulsed. Warmth spiked. Protected. Hail neutralized threat. Malin eyed the sealed corridor. Protester pounded futilely. Human did this? Latch protocol bypassed? Evan shrugged. Standard maintenance override. Gels for hull breaches. Works on solvent too. Malin scanned Sarah's frill. Gel hardened clean. Effective. But breach protocol demands report. Sarah stepped forward. Her voice rang clear over comms. I file formal claim. Protection bond invoked. Evan Hale named shield partner. Evan froze. Link thrummed shock. Shield partner? That's station speakers crackled. Claim logged. Public registry active. They Sarah bonds Hale Evan. Challenge window. 12 cycles. Crowd outside the transit ring gasped. Hollows projected the claim. Evan's face beside Sarah's scales. Cheers mixed with booze. Malin holstered her blaster. Bold Vey. Taboo fractures deepen. Rival elders watch. Sarah met her gaze. Trust proves. Human saved without pause. Evan's heart hammered. That casual joke weeks back. I'd shield you from anything. Now etched in alien law, real vow. Consul Priya Desai shoved through security. Her diplomat robe swirled. Evan, what the hell? Public bond? Fleet commands, lighting up my comms. Evan raised hands, reacted fast. Solvents no joke. Priya glared at the bulkhead. Protesters a fringe purist, no weaves with soft skins. But this, headline supernova. Human rules say no entanglements. Sarah's tail flicked. Protective. He chose action. Bond honors that. Priya pinched her nose. Evan, you're compliant or you're shipped. No interstellar scandals. Malin nodded. Agreed. Prove intent clean. No escalation. Evan squeezed Sarah's hand. Link steadied them both. We'll handle it. Quiet. Security hauled the protester away. Bulkhead hissed open. Transit ring hummed. Docking clamps released a fresh shuttle. Sarah leaned close. Her breath warmed his ear. Shield partner means trials. Custom 4 shared peril. Evan nodded. Bring it. They boarded the ring tram. Priya trailed, comm buzzing. Malin flanked opposite. Tram accelerated. Stars streaked past viewports. Sarah traced his palm weave pattern deepened. Frill scars? Evan asked. He checked the gel. Eels. Sarah smiled. Scales shimmered violet. Your gel bond's better than ours. Human ingenuity. Link shared flashes, her pain fading, his steady pulse anchoring it. Trust solidified. Priya slid beside them. Fleet echoes the vow. Accelerates talks, but rivals probe weaknesses. Malin grunted. Confirmed. Elder comm spike. They call bond containment breach. Evan's jaw set. Let them. We protect our way. Tram docked at core hub. Crowds parted. Whispers followed. Shield human. Scale weaver. Sarah walked tall. Tail synced with Evan's stride. Quarters module loomed. Door sealed behind them. Privacy field hummed. Sarah turned. Trial sync now. Custom demands. Evan set toolkit down. Show me. She uncoiled tails, hers dual shimmering. Weave intent. Pulse with breath. Evan extended arms, mimicked slow. Tails linked, pulses matched. Vision surged, shared futures, hybrid laughs under alien suns. Warmth flooded. Sarah's eyes glowed. Eternal. Kiss followed. Scales met skin. Soft, electric. Door chimed, urgent. Priya's voice. Evan. Incoming probe. Rival drone tests bond. Malin added. Live sim, garden sector. Defend together. Sarah gripped toolkit, our peril. Evan stood. Lead. They rushed corridors. Alarms whooped soft. Protocol yellow. Garden dome irised open. Vines rustled. Threat drones word active. Red eyes scanning. Simulacrum, Malin said. Rivals design. Neutralize without killshot. Prove control. First drone dove. Blaster sim charge spat. Evan rolled Sarah aside. Toolkit flew open. Jam emitter primed. Sync, Sarah called. Her tail lashed, disrupting drone sensors. Evan fired jam. Drone stuttered midair. Sarah leaped. Tail whip cracked casing. It plummeted, inert. Second drone flanked. Priya ducked vines. Evan? Compliant strike? He nodded. Grabbed vine, swung low. Drone veered into Sarah's precise pulse from frill gland. EMP burst. Down. Malin logged. Bond sync flawless. Human reflex. They precision. Third drone hovered high. Solvent sprayer primed. Echo of protest. Evan yanked coolant canister from garden irrigator. Hosed it mid-charge. Gel foam clogged vents. Sarah sealed with tailweave. Crash. Dome cleared. Sims ended. Priya exhaled. Crisis averted. Fleet loves it. Malin approached. Rival silenced. For now. Bond holds. Sarah pressed against Evan. Link roared victory. Shield proven. Evan kissed her frill. Daily but Link itched faint. Deeper shadow stirred. Elder probe incoming. True rival. Station shuddered. Comm blared. Unscheduled vessel. Rival crest. Priya paled. Escalation. Evan gripped Sarah. Together. Drones weren't the test. This was. Consul Desai yanked Evan into the side chamber. Her finger stabbed the door seal. Annul it, Evan. Treaty breach incoming. Evan blinked. The rival vessel's shadow loomed through the viewport. Red crest pulsed on its hull. Priya. The bond saved the dome. Mylene logged it. She paced. Boots clicked alloy floor. Fleet brass sees scandal. Human-alien pairing? Headlines kill negotiations. Transmit annulment code. 5 minutes. Sarah's link hummed in his skull. Warmth. Resolve. Evan shook his head. Not without her say. We're synced. Priya's eyes narrowed. You're engineering, not diplomacy. Comply or I ground you planetside. Her comm buzzed. Malin's voice crackled. Vessel demands elder proxy. Bond inspection. Evan's gut tightened. They're here. For us. Priya exhaled. Worse. Rivals want proof of contamination. Annul now. Protect the talks. He stepped back. I protect her first. Door hissed open. He bolted. Corridors blurred. Sarah waited at the nexus arch. Her frill quivered gold. Tail coiled tight around toolkit. Evan. Link flares alarm. He gripped her shoulders. Scales cool under his palms. Priya demands annulment. Treaty risk. Her eyes widened. Violet slits dilated. Human custom yields. Ve law binds eternal, not yielding. He pulled her into the quiet alcove. Vines from the dome trailed here. Your risks first. What breaks us? Sarah tilted head. Frill pulsed thought images. Rival blades, elder exile. Proxy court incoming. Recognition or severance. Rivals claim human imprint poisons Ve lineage. Evan nodded. Practical. Like debugging code. Shared boundary then. Contract. He tapped his wrist comm. Hollow projected. Simple grid. Terms. I shield you from blades. You guide cultural traps. No secrets. Breach either. Link severs clean. Her tail brushed his leg. Trust sparkled through bond. They honor this. Human clarity. Extraordinary. She etched claw mark on hollow. Gold seal glowed. Boundaried. Link steadied. Solid. Alarms shifted. Protocol amber. Sarah rose. Elder's proxy convenes. I request now. Evan followed. Her stride precise, tail swaying rhythm. Nexus chamber swelled with delegates. Hollow thrones flickered alive. Elder proxies. Stern faces. Crested frills. Director Rowe stood central. His uniform gleamed. Podium hummed evidence feed. Sarah halted before the central throne. Proxy Kale. I, Sarah Vey. Cultural officer. Petition bond recognition. Human Evan Hale proves shield worth. Proxies murmured. Crests flickered dissent. Kale's voice boomed. Taboo fractures Vey purity. Evidence? Rowe stepped forward. His gaze locked on Evan. Director Malin Rowe submits. Humans imprint dangerously fast. Hollow bloomed. Dome sim replay. Evan's roll. Jam emitter. Sarah's tail whip. Sync timestamps scrolled. Bond forms in hours. They cycles take orbits. Human reflex overrides. Containment risk. Evan's jaw set. Fast. Standard human adapt. He raised hand. Permission analyze? Kale waved assent. Rowe's eyes narrowed. Challenge accepted. Evan tapped comm. Linked Sarah's toolkit data. Hollow overlaid human baseline reflexes versus Ve precision. Not override. Complement. Graph spiked. Evan's dodge synced Sarah's pulse at 0.3 seconds. Ve solo. 1.2. We balance. My speed, your accuracy. Dome cleared flawless. Proxies leaned. Murmurs shifted. Sarah's tail lashed affirm. Link shares peril. No poison. Proof. Boundary contract. She projected their grid. Claw mark gleamed. Rowe countered. Speed imprisons. Human normal. Ve extreme. Rival vessel log similar cases. Fleet fractures. Priya slipped in back. Her nod, subtle. Stay alive. Kale's frill darkened. Human claims action. Ve law demands trial vow. Oh, throne hollow pulsed. Sarah Ve, a firm partner? Sarah pressed against Evan. Frill to his chest. Affirm. Shield eternal. Human hail? Kale boomed. Evan met every gaze. Sarah's warmth fueled him. Affirm. Daily. Proxies voted. Lights flickered. Split. Kale raised claw. Trial granted. Rival champions test bond. Survive. Recognition. Fail. Severance. Chamber hushed. Rose's face tightened. Respect flickered. Sarah gripped Evan's hand. Link roared steady. Together. Priya Kamed urgent. Evan. Extract now. Too late. Vessel docked. Clamps thudded. Rival crests marched in. Champions. 2 Vey warriors. Blades sheathed. Eyes cold. Lead warrior sneered. Imprint. Filth. We cleanse. Evan rolled shoulders. Toolkit ready. Sarah's tail synced. Your move. Row position drones. Neutral observers. Priya hovered edge. Don't die, engineer. First champion lunged. Blade arced for Sarah's frill. Evan sidestepped. Grabbed wrist. Twisted human joint lock. Vey bones flexed alien. Warrior snarled. Freed with tail lash. Sarah countered. Frill pulse jammed sensors. Warrior blinked blind. Evan swept leg. Human leverage dropped him. Sarah pinned tail weave. Bound. Second champion flanked. Dual blades spun. Faster. Vey elite. Link flared. Sarah's warning. Evan ducked. Blade grazed jacket. He yanked garden vine. Snapped across eyes. Warrior reeled. Sarah leaped. Tail cracked knee joint. Crack echoed. Evan finished. Coolant spray from pouch. Gel foamed blades. Stuck. Champions down. Proxy stunned. Kyle stood. Bond endures. Recognition provisional. Rival yields. Vessel comm crackled retreat. Concede for now. Row approached. Voice low. Human, normal, extraordinary. Log updated. Sarah kissed Evan's jaw. Frill glowed victory. Link purred deep. Priya exhaled. Headlines mine now. Compliant-ish. Evan grinned. Daily. But Kale's throne flickered warning. True elders inbound. Final vow trial. Prepare. Station quaked faint. Deeper shadow loomed. Real test brewed. Drones buzzed. They shoved Evan through the chamber hatch. Sarah gripped his hand. Her frill flickered blue. Calm anchor. Kale's voice boomed from overhead vents. Proxy court convenes. Bond trial initiates. Predator call or vow seal. Enter null space. Evan stumbled onto the grid floor. Walls pulsed violet haze. Air thickened. Sense amplified. Sarah's citrus musk sharp. His own sweat acrid. Rose sealed the hatch behind them. Her crest rigid. Survive unbloodied. My logs demand it. Priya's comm crackled from outside. Evan, mirror their cadence. No improv. Diplomacy first. Sensory chamber locked. Lights dimmed to black. Heartbeats thundered. His and Sarah's synced already through the imprint link. Invisible waves probed. Pain lanced Evan's temples. Visions flashed, claws raking Sarah's scales, her screams echoing. Phantom threats. Designed for Vey predators, he guessed. Break the dominant one. Sarah squeezed his fingers. Her tail brushed his calf. Signal. Pulse pattern. Thump thump. Pause. Evan matched it. Inhale slow. Exhale measured. Hand signals followed. Thumb tap for steady. Pinky curl for hold. Their rhythms merged. Visions blurred. Pain ebbed. Proxies flanked. Rival crests. Eyes narrowed. Trial phase 1. Oath extraction. Predator claims mate. Ownership seals bond. Speak, human. Evan straightened. Chamber hummed louder. Probes dug deeper, urging dominance, possession. His skin crawled. Sarah's frill dimmed under the pressure. No, he shook his head. Ownership? That's not us. Proxies hissed. Waves intensified. Claw's vision returned. Sharper. Sarah gasped. Evan pulled her close, chest to chest. Mutual aid, he said. Voice steady. I aid you. You aid me. Equals. No chains. Silence crushed. Kale's hologram glitched. Deviation. Predator submits. Chamber. Escalate. Agony spiked. Floor heated. Illusions swarmed. Sarah chained, pleading. Evan as captor. Link burned. Sarah's fear real now. Irregulated breath. Synced harder. Thumb tap. Urgent. Her pulse steadied his. Not a predator. Evan growled. Partner. Sarah's eyes locked his. Frill reignited gold. She stepped forward. Tail wove formal weave. Vey cadence high. Evan Hale, soft voice fixer. I propose anew. Aid mutual. Trust sealed. Frill to hand, pulse to pulse. Accept. Chamber quaked. Proxies recoiled. Waves faltered. Evan grinned through pain. Accepted. Daily aid. No less. Link purred victory. Visions shattered. Lights snapped full. Hatch hissed open. Roe stormed in first. Scanner swept them. Vitals synced. No dominant spike. Human. Refrained risk. Her crest dipped. Respect nod. Priya pushed past drones. Grabbed Evan's arm. You rewrote their oath? Stars, Evan. Headlines explode, but compliant. Sort of. She eyed Sarah. Frill glow permanent now? Kale materialized full. Proxies murmured. Anomaly logged. Mutual vow. Untested. Elders inbound confirm. Trial paused. Evan wiped sweat. Sarah leaned into him. Tail coiled loose. Safe. Paused. He asked. Row activated holomap. Station schematics bloomed. Shadows converged. Elder vessel. Massive. True. Arbiters dock in hours. They judge proxy logs. Your mutual. They break or bind eternal. Sarah's hand tightened. They test deeper. Predator cull absolute for taboos. Evan rolled shoulders. Toolkit clipped secure. Then we sink deeper. Priya Comed Earthside. Diplomacy pivot. Human norm. Partnership. Log it. Her eyes sharpened. Evan, no more accidents. Protect the bond, quietly. Chamber vents cleared air. Citrus musk lingered. Evan traced Sarah's frill edge. Soft pulse met his fingertip. Link hummed content. But Elder Shadow loomed larger. Quakes rattled grids. Row escorted them corridors. Drones trailed. Crest relaxed. Fraction. They warriors break here. You bent chamber. Sarah smiled. Warm glow. He bends worlds. Soft voice. Iron sink. Evan shrugged. Just breathing. Team thing. Priya caught up. Team saves crisis. But elders, old customs. No yields. Hallway split. Security wing left, quarters right. Row halted. Prep isolates. Sarah, frill scan. Evan, vitals recalibrate. Sarah pulled him right. Hours first. Tail tugged insistent. Quarters door sealed. Dim lights. Sarah pressed him wall. Lips met jaw. Gentle claim. Your vow. Real now. Evan cupped her face. Scales warm under palms. Joke started it. This seals. Pulse sync deepened. No words needed. Link flooded. Her warmth, trust solid. His steadiness, anchor true. Alarm blared. Rose voice. Elder Vanguard docks. Proxy court reconvenes. Chamber round 2. Evan exhaled. Synced breath. Round 2. They moved. Corridor lights flickered. Elder approach. Drones reformed escort. Pre-awaited junction. Intel. Elders demand purity trial. Separate syncs. Break link if impure. Sarah's frill tensed. They fear human predator myth. Myth busted once. Myth busted once. Again? Row joined. Action proves. Logs favor now. Court chamber loomed. Proxies assembled. Kale throne dominant. Elders observe remote. Final phase. Solo endurance. Predator isolated breaks. Hatch parted. Null space beckoned again. Evan entered alone this time. Sarah's hand slipped free. Last sync tap. Walls pulsed hostile. Probes tripled. Visions assaulted. Sarah torn away. Rivals claiming. Pain clawed ribs. Urge to dominate surged. Chambers poison. Evan breathed. Thumb tapped air. Phantom signal. Pulse memory. Thump thump. Pause. Mutual aid echoed. No ownership. Equals. Sweat poured. Floor boiled. Illusions screened. He dropped to knees. Regulated. Synced. Solo. Link held. Faint, but iron. Hatch reopened. Evan rose. Unbroken. Sarah rushed in. Frill blazed. Hugged fierce. Held. Kale's hologram wavered. Solo sync? Impossible. They champions shatter. Eldercom crackled vast. Deep voice. Logs reviewed. Anomaly. Viable. Direct query. Proxies bowed. Row stiffened pride. Evan net hologram gaze. Mutual works. Tested. Silence stretched. Elder voice returned. Chamber duel. Vow recite. Impure breaks. Sarah nodded. Hand signal ready. They stepped grid together. Violet haze reignited. Probes prodded. Visions duel. Mutual threats. Ownership lures. Evan synced instant. Aid you.
Sarah echoed, "Aid thee."
Waves peaked. Pain symphony. Link blazed shield. They held. Pulses won. Chamber cracked. Lights fried. Haze cleared. Kale slumped. Bond sealed. Taboo. Precedent. Eldercom hummed approval. Recognition full. Station logs eternal. Row deactivated drones. Crest full relax. Protector yields. Welcome partners. Priya exhaled. Crisis averted. Headlines. Human vow revolutionizes Vey custom. Compliant gold. Sarah kissed Evan proper. Frill enveloped. Link purred deepest. Evan grinned. Daily aid. But elder vessel clamped true. Deeper voice echoed halls. Precedent tests galaxy. Ambassadors inbound. Prepare expansion. Station quaked stronger. New shadows. Alliance or storm? Evan extended his palm flat. Fingers splayed wide. The first signal of Vey ascent. Sarah's frill pulsed violet. Her eyes locked on his. The chamber's haze lingered, but the probes hummed silent now. He curled his thumb inward next, pressing it to his chest. Mutual aid. Her tail flicked approval. He tapped index and middle fingers together last. Iron bond. Equals. Sarah's breath hitched. She mirrored the sequence precisely, her scaled hand trembling. Evan Hale, you answer true. Vey law binds us. He grinned, heart steady despite the quake rumbling through the station decks. Joke's on me, said yes casual once. Now it's law. Director Rowe stepped forward, crest flattening in reluctant respect. Precedent logged, but customs demand witness. Human consul. Your mark. Consul Priya Desai pushed through the cluster of proxies, tablet glowing in her grip, already drafting. Her fingers flew across the screen. Interspecies bond addendum. Clause 1. Mutual aid supersedes ownership taboos. Clause 2. Joint status under station security. Clause 3. No political escalation without dual consent. She glanced at Evan. You sure, Hale? This hits headlines galaxy-wide. Evan squeezed Sarah's hand. Her skin warmed under his, Link thrumming faint but solid. Sure. Protects her. Protects us. Priya nodded sharp. Witness signed. She pressed her thumb to the hollow seal. It flared green. Official. Human embassy endorses. Rose drones retracted with a whir. Containment lifted. Joint protective status granted. He activated his comm. All decks. Partners Hale and Vey cleared. Mark display authorized. Interference is breach. Sarah leaned into Evan, frill brushing his shoulder. Commons now? Show them. Evan nodded. Lead on. They strode out arm in arm, the corridor light steadying as quakes faded. Proxies parted. Kale's hologram flickering salute. Elder Calm hummed distant approval. Priya trailed at a distance, murmuring into her earpiece. Rowe flanked them. Scanner sweeping halls. The commons hatch irised open. Vey officers froze mid-conversation. Human delegates paused drinks. All eyes snapped to the mark on Sarah's neck. Evan's thumbprint etched in violet scar, glowing faint. She tilted her head, exposing it fully. No hood. No hide. A junior officer gasped. Vey champion. Bonded impure. Rowe's voice boomed. Precedent sealed. Elders recognize. Salute partners. Murmurs rippled. A Vey female approached cautious, frill half raised. Human sync held solo? Then duel? Sarah smiled warm. Duel unbreakable. Feel. She touched the officer's arm. Link echoed faint. Trust pulse. Evan stood tall. No boast. Aid her. I aid you all. Works both ways. The officer's crest relaxed. She bowed. Others followed. Humans clapped sparse at first, then loud. Priya slipped beside Evan. Gold hail. No crisis. Ambassadors eat this up. But Sarah tensed. Gonside spiked warning. Evan scanned the crowd. A shadow detached from the bulkhead. New arrival, robes deep crimson. Ambassador crest gleamed. Partners, the figure intoned. Voice like grinding stone. Elders test precedent. Galaxy watches. Prove vow endures trial. Evan met the gaze. Trial? Sarah gripped tighter. Expansion chamber. Full merge. Or shatter. Roe stiffened. Not yet cleared. Priya's tablet pinged urgent. Incoming fleet signatures. Alliance or audit. The ambassador's robes parted, revealing probe arrays. First test. Simulate breach. Hold or fracture. Drones deployed from the figure's sleeves. Violet haze coiling. Commons tensed. Evan pulled Sarah behind him. Mutual aid. Start now. She synced instant. Frill blazing. Link surged. Shield firm. Probes lunged. Evan dodged left, yanking Sarah right. A beam grazed his sleeve, sizzling fabric. He countered with a station panel hack. Quick thumb on access port. Lights flickered. Drones stuttering. Sarah lashed her tail, cracking one probe midair. Flank! He rolled, grabbing a loose strut. Swung hard. Metal clanged, drone sparking out. Her hand signal flashed. Sink deeper. Pain lanced his skull. Visions duel. Breach illusions. Ownership whispers. Aid you, he growled. Aid thee, she echoed. Waves peaked. Crowd backed. Roe barked orders but held fire. Priya shielded delegates. Link blazed. They pivoted as one. Evan smashed the core drone. Sarah pinned the last. Haze cleared. Ambassador crests rose full. Endures. Precedent holds. Cheers erupted. They and humans mingled. Frills pulsing with human claps. Sarah kissed Evan fierce. Tail coiling his leg. Partners true. He laughed soft. Daily aid. Told you. Roe clapped his shoulder. Joint patrol starts dawn. Protect station. Priya grinned. Headlines. Bond beats breach. Embassy loves it. But the elder vessel clamped tighter. Deeper quakes rattled. Comm crackled fleet-wide. Ambassadors arrive. True expansion. Merge cultures. Or face divide. Evan felt Sarah's link steady him. New shadows loomed in the vents. Scouts? Spies? A human engineer waved from the bar. Hail, drink on me. What's next? Sarah's eyes sparkled. Vow eternal. Face it together. Evan nodded, Mark glowing brighter. But the vents hissed. Unseen eyes watched. Station alarms whooped low. Incoming hail. Federation fleet. Demand bond inspection. Rose crests spiked. Not storm. Invasion probe. Evan cracked knuckles. Aid time. Sarah's frill enveloped him. Equals. They turned as one. Fleet dots swarmed sensors. Trial just began. Priya's voice cut sharp. Hail, your joke's galactic now. Hold the line. He signaled assent. 3 fingers firm. Law held. The commons hatch sealed behind new arrivals. Armored figures, crests unknown. Inspectors claim right. Sarah whispered. Taboo enforcers. Fear our trust.
Evan stepped forward.
Test us proper. Lead inspector sneered, probe arm extending. Impure fractures all. Link purred defiance. Evan sinked deeper. No joke. Vow real. Drone's word again. Crowd hushed. He moved first.
Sarah matched. Perfect.
Pain's symphony built. They held. Inspector staggered. Impossible. Human? Amplifies? Roe grinned rare. Precedent evolves. Fleet dots multiplied. Station groaned under mass. Priya tapped frantic. Diplomacy window closing. Bond them. Or war. Evan wiped sweat. Aid wins. Sarah nodded. Frill full blaze. Inspectors bowed slow. Witnessed. Expand. But vents exploded. Real shadows poured. Saboteurs cloaked black. Fracture now. One hissed. Evan charged. Sarah flanked. Chaos reigned. Link iron. They fought. Back to back. Strut swung. Tail cracked. Drones repurposed. His hack. Her aim. Saboteur led lunged at Sarah. Evan intercepted. Tackle hard. Pinned. Who sent? He demanded. Führers, bonds, threaten, row cuffed 'em. Logged, quakes peaked. Fleet clamped full. Elder voice boomed halls. Precedent, proven. Alliance forms. Cheers deafened. Sarah hugged Evan tight. You.
He kissed her frill. Us.
Priya exhaled. Crisis gold. But fleet unloads legions. New figures marched in. They elders, human marines. Eyes on the mark. One elder approached. Bond leaders. Guide merge. Evan glanced at Sarah. Ready? Her signal flashed. Yes. Station stabilized. But deep sensors pinged. Outer threat. Pirate swarm. Row alerted. Protectors. To arms. Evan grabbed toolkit. Sarah her blade. Partners strode out. Vow law. Galaxy waited. Link thrummed strongest yet. No fear. Trust. Hooks sharpened as pirate signatures locked. Incoming breach.